On a crisp November morning in 1998, Wall Street was rocked by one of the most bizarre financial frauds in US history. At the center of the storm was John Ruffo, a mild-mannered computer consultant who seemed like the last person to orchestrate a $350 million scheme. But Ruffo's life would soon become one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in modern true crime, involving deception, a shocking escape, and a 25-year manhunt that remains unsolved. The rise of John Ruffo. John Ruffo, a New York City native, lived an unassuming life with his wife in a modest Brooklyn home. Described as intelligent and likable, Ruffo co-founded a computer consulting firm, Contech, with a partner, Edward Reiners. On the surface, Contech was legitimate, but in the shadows, Ruffo and Reiners concocted an elaborate plan to defraud major banks. They convinced the banks they were financing a top-secret project for Philip Morris, claiming to develop advanced systems to combat counterfeit cigarettes. Using fake contracts and persuasive charm, Ruffo secured over $350 million in loans. For years, the scheme went undetected, allowing Ruffo to enjoy a lavish lifestyle filled with expensive cars and extravagant vacations. However, in 1996, the scam began to unravel. The faller's suspicions grew. Philip Morris denied involvement with the anti-counterfeit project. The banks, realizing they'd been duped, launched investigations. By 1998, the FBI had arrested both Ruffo and Reiners. Reiners pleaded guilty and cooperated with authorities, but Ruffo remained defiant. Convicted on multiple counts of fraud and money laundering, Ruffo was sentenced to 17 years in prison and ordered to pay restitution. He was granted a brief period to get his affairs in order before beginning his sentence, a decision that would haunt the justice system. The escape on November 9, 1998, John Ruffo was supposed to report to a federal prison in Ayer, Massachusetts, but instead he pulled off a brazen escape. He rented a Ford Taurus, withdrew $600 from an ATM in Queens, and then vanished. Authorities believed Ruffo boarded a flight and fled the country, possibly using fake identities. Despite exhaustive searches, there was no trace of him leaving the US. He seemed to have disappeared into thin air. The aftermath. After his escape, Ruffo was placed on the US Marshals' most wanted list. The FBI launched an international manhunt, suspecting he had fled to Italy. Interpol was alerted, and sightings were reported from Rome to South Africa, but none were confirmed. Ruffo became a ghost. Investigators combed through clues, interviewing associates and scrutinizing records. Some believed he underwent plastic surgery to change his appearance. Others thought he hid in plain sight under a new identity. As the years passed, the trail grew cold. The hunt intensifies. In 2013, a potential break emerged when Ruffo's cousin, Salvatore Pica, was arrested on unrelated charges. During questioning, Pica claimed he had recently seen Ruffo in New York City, living quietly under an alias. The marshals took his claims seriously, but they never confirmed his story, leaving law enforcement frustrated. In 2021, a new clue surfaced, a tip from a 15 Most Wanted video. A viewer claimed to have seen Ruffo at a Dodgers game in Los Angeles in 2016. The FBI analyzed footage, but the identity of the man resembling Ruffo remains unverified. Where is John Ruffo? To this day, John Ruffo's whereabouts are unknown. His ability to evade capture for over 2 decades has fueled speculation. Some believe he is hiding in plain sight, while others think he fled abroad, living off his stolen millions. Ruffo's case continues to baffle investigators. The US Marshals actively search for him, offering a $25,000 reward for information. His disappearance leaves lingering questions. How could a seemingly ordinary man vanish so completely? The legend of John Ruffo grows. Was he a criminal mastermind who planned his escape, or did he simply get lucky? The mystery endures, remaining one of the most fascinating unsolved cases in American true crime.